March 22nd, 2025. Uh-oh. Window's a little bit frosty here than I thought. I'm not going to complain about the weather today. So have you ever been in a situation where people have more confidence in you than you have in yourself? And what I mean by that is that I am confident in my abilities, arrogant, cocky, call it what you will. But when it comes to being a chef, I am very confident in what I can do. Don't get me wrong, I know there's people out there way better than myself. And I know that I'm way better than a ton of people. But when I start cooking, when I develop a menu, when I'm getting everything going, I know it's going to be good. I'm confident in that ability. But this restaurant I'm in, it's a new kitchen setup for me. It's a little bit different cooking techniques. It's having to figure some stuff out. And while the finished product is coming out delicious, I'm struggling with getting everything to the plate. Like once it's on the plate, it's amazing, but getting it to the plate, the timing's not quite right. So, and I'm sitting there, I'm doing stuff with it every day to try to figure out, temperatures, heat ranges, hot spots, cooking times, everything to that effect. And they are just like, just go for it. You got it. This is going to be amazing. Buddy Mitch running across the street. But they're like, oh, everything's going, we're going to, and I'm sitting here and I'm just struggling with we're going to do well, but am I going to be able to make that happen? I'm not nervous. I have concern, but I'm not nervous. So it's just something, that they have they have a higher degree of confidence in me right now than I do in myself. Just because of the new techniques. But I have about another week before I actually start cooking for customers, so I have time to figure this out, to figure out that range of motion, that range of temperatures, everything to that effect. But this can be with anything else in life, Sometimes you doubt yourself more than others doubt you, but the objective is to look that doubt or adversity in the eye and continue to move forward to do your best and accomplish your goals, and that's what I'm doing. So don't let your own doubt about yourself stop you from accomplishing your goals. And in a couple weeks, you'll be able to know if I accomplished mine, if I was able to figure out this new cooktop. We'll see what happens. But not really a gym-related opening monologue today, but a little bit different. So it's day 81 of the challenge. Kind of been kicking ass in it so far. People are just taking down the fucking cones and parking wherever the fuck they want. That's great. I guess there's no construction going on this week, so that's what they're doing. Shoulders back in the grind. Let's get after it. Alright, so rear delt flies supersetted with leading cable flies. Yeah. And is rear delt flies? Yeah, cable rear delt flies. So not really increasing the weight on this because I didn't get 25. I didn't get a total of 100 reps. I was able to get 25 on the first few, and then I failed towards the end. So I want to keep that weight until I hit 25 all the way through. But enough talk, let's go. All right, so that's all done. Going on to machine reverse delt flies and side lateral raises, palms backwards. I felt really good on these lately. I was kind of struggling on those ones, so maybe I'm a little bit tired. Maybe I haven't been training hard enough. Whole bunch of babies, but pushed myself as far as I could on those, went to failure, and I'm going to do the same here, see what happens. All right, let's do it. Alright, next up we're doing high YTs, but I'm going to ditch the I's, focus more on the Y's and T's, up the reps, just because, again, I am okay with my front shoulder growth. I want to focus more on the sides and rear delts, so no need to add in an extra front and tax myself out. So let's see how this goes. because I'm doing all right on time, I'm going to do rear delt flies, but I'm going to do them sideways on the rear delt machine to get a wider stretch across. I just want to play around with these, see how they feel. I might also superset those with a little bit of that high back row that I was doing, where I put the seated row machine as far down as I can. I pull that up to my delt area up here. I felt a really good burn on that. So let's just fuck around with those, see what happens. It was a good workout. Those last two exercises, did a couple, and then time constraints, so I didn't go crazy on, but felt really good, especially the rear delt flies going sideways where I was pulling across. The movement on the machine excuse me, is a little clunky, but overall it felt really good. It felt a really good stretch and contraction on those. So I really like those. As I mentioned in the IYTs, I dropped the I's, increased the reps for the Y's and T's, just to focus mainly more on the side and rear delt development. I'm happy with my front delt development. So yeah, I don't want to overdo them, especially with the amount of push-ups that I'm doing. I mean, I'm going to continue to get development in those. So I think for a little bit focusing and not having any exercises specifically for that front delt activation. Jump rope went really fucking well. I didn't record the whole time, but I pretty much went, 1 minute clips for the whole time. Towards the end, started working on my footwork. Did some crossovers, things to that effect, just to keep it. I mean, it's kind of boring just jump roping straight for 5 minutes, so to liven it up. Don't have any massive welts on my legs today, so I'll take that as a win. And that's it. I feeling good about myself. Gonna go home, cook some I got one of those meal delivery kits just to try them out. They were supposed to send me like the healthy alternative one with low fat. They did not, so I canceled my subscription. But I've been taking those. They come with all these instructions, and you do this, that, and the other thing, and you bake, and it takes like 30 minutes to put these things together. And I've just been using them as like a chopped blind box. I've just been taking them and throwing all the ingredients together and figuring out how to make it nice. And so far, it's been working out for me. I guess benefits of knowing how to cook. I don't know. All right, well, you guys have a wonderful day. I will check in with you tomorrow.